Activated charcoal infused toothpaste is the hottest thing on the market right now. This is how everybody, all your faves in TV, your Instagram models are keeping their teeth shiny white after they get that drug dealer scammer money and go over to Colombia and get their teeth done. Nevertheless, baby, I'm the plug. If your teeth need a hug, get this activated charcoal infused toothpaste called Lucida. Drop down in the description box below and click the link to purchase this product. This has been the flattest girls trip in Real Housewives, the whole doggone series across all the cities history, and they just intend to continue baiting and switching us into damn watching. When is they gonna get down to the real nitty gritty? Nevertheless, child, we got to talk about it, so let's just talk about it. I am here to tell y'all, we do not appreciate y'all wasting 2 hours of our time across the last 2 Sundays with these flat ass filler episodes, and y'all have been teasing us with this Kandi and Ashley confrontation, from where we've seen Candice tell Ashley to F her about writing that character statement. Y'all been teasing us since before the damn girls trip. We was thinking we was finna get that this week. Then the damn episode went off. When Ashley was sitting down to that pool talking to Robyn and Gizelle, baby, I had to sit up and put my phone down, because I just knew them hoes was about to get it started. Then that thing said to be continued. I'm gonna tell you what the fuck I'm about to be. I'm about to be real and stop watching this shit if y'all keep tricking us into our viewership. We do not appreciate it, and we is too loyal to y'all for y'all to be doing us this way. I mean, y'all could have gave us another Michael cheating scandal, or Ray with Erica Lyles, or Sharice fought Monique down to the grocery store. Y'all could have gave us something in between or whatever to help us, or maybe Chris and Monique's husband could have went out to lunch or something while the girls was out of town to give us a little something spicy and interesting to watch. Who the fuck want to see a bunch of middle-aged women go shopping down to a market and slide down a damn toboggan? Alright, girl, but I could have had a V8. Nevertheless, the episode opens up with Jamal living in Karen's and Jamal living in Gizelle's phone. And Gizelle brought up a very valid point. She said, well, Karen want people to be transparent with they shit, but the only time she truly transparent is when she drunk. Let me tell you something. I'm with you when you right, okay? Karen, I want to defend you in this moment, but I can't even say nothing. And you know when I'm siding with Gizelle, bitch, she got to be all the way damn right. Nevertheless, they had a point. Moving right along, Karen asked, it must be all that bleach blonde don't soak into her damn brain, because they coming out of toboggan, and she talking about, we on a toboggan in Portland. Portland. Yes, Portland is in arrogant. I mean, shit, I'm right here talking shit about Karen ass and my ass. The bleach black must have got me. Portland is in Oregon. I almost said Arizona, Lord. This is what I get for trying to be smart. Nevertheless, is it me? Or was Karen looking real assy in that pantsuit? Yes, God, honey. Give me that donkey butt and them big old legs. I ain't too proud to bed. Ain't no shame in my game. I'ma break it down like James in bed, please. Hey, let me tell you something. Ray might have fell out of love with your ass, Karen, but you put on that assy paint suit. Yes, God, you put on that paint suit, baby. He'll come back around. That'll revive his old ass. You just walk around with that paint suit on, honey. All that wagon Karen was dragging. Karen was looking real assy to the back. I love to have that blood hanging down too, baby. I'll tell you what you do. When you get home, you put on that paint suit and you get you a couple more inches on that blood and you braid that bitch up like Beyonce and you walk around the house with no panties on the dance floor, swirling and twirling. His ass will fall the fuck back in love. He either fall back in love or he'll fall the fuck out. Okay, either way, baby, you have access to all the money. Thank me later. The market. That market was really beautiful. It's funny, and I know this scene probably didn't intend to do this, but I don't know why my mind went to, in the U.S., we're just eating garbage ass food. For whatever reason, it felt like food porn. Just looking at all those fresh, colorful fruits and vegetables and various other plants and foods in that market. I was like, I would love to go to a fresh market like that, and they don't exist. Even these shits they call over here in America farmers market still be a commercialized, westernized, capitalized version of some goddamn GMOs and cancer. That's what it is. Quiet as it's kept. You'd be better off eating some of this fake ass these hoes going to Dr. Kurz and Dr. Miami getting than you would be eating the vegetables out the damn grocery store. But y'all ain't heard that from me. I don't want the people who killed Dr. CB to come get me, baby. Nevertheless, Gizelle goes and gets Wendy room key. Did y'all find it odd that Wendy was on the FaceTime asking her husband which one she should put on? Wendy must think them old basset hound titties of hers is the best asset that she got. Because both of them outfits was breasty as hell. When she was showing him the dress, I was like, okay, that's too breasty. Put on the paint suit. Then she came out there with them old used and abused ass titties. I'm like, somebody, this when you need one of the church mothers. Where is Shirley Caesar or Yolanda Adams or Phaedra or somebody with a prayer cloth or a goddamn safety pin so she could blutten up that damn quiet as it's kept? It was no difference in that breasty ass paint suit and no in that snake skin ass dress thing. You had either way, it was too breasty for the occasion and for your breastises. All right. Now I said it. That shit. Didn't want to say it because I know the lady just had a baby and we supposed to embrace and celebrate natural bodies and everybody titties don't stand up by themselves and a woman having a baby is magic from God and those titties is not made for our objectification and sexualization but to feed her baby and all of that, and they still looked bad in their paint suit. With all that other shit I just said being true, two truths can exist in the same house. All that is true, and them titties is magically look bad in their paint suit, moving right along, and I don't want to hear no more about it. Gizelle tells Ashley about the engagement secret after she got Karen ass together about bringing it up. I forgot to mention that when they was down to the market. Low-key telling Karen what was going on about it. Nevertheless, she shares it with Ashley. She says, because I know Ashley can keep a secret. Well, Ashley is selective with the secret she keeps. Ashley can also stir up and spread a lot of mess too. Need we forget. The dinner table scene. So Candice talks about wanting to be a mom. Now I was rolling my eyes because I was trying to understand how the fuck you drew a correlation and inspiration between getting beat up and wanting to be a mom. I know that y'all have jumped on me in these comments and have told me that I don't have the right to tell somebody what they should be traumatized over and what they shouldn't be, or how big something should be and how big something should not be. And I understand that, and I have been trying my hardest to be accommodating and respect that and take that into consideration. But I'm sorry, just the mature adult in me has to draw a line in the sand and say my accommodations for that has to be reasonable and realistic. And I am sorry, I just don't, for the life of me, believe that Candice experienced so much damn trauma and getting over that now just taught her she's ready to be a mom. I mean, Candice, following that logic, if somebody slapped the shit out of you, you might be our first female president, bitch, since it take ass whoopings for your ass to conquer hurdles and jump over them. I'm just saying. And again, for me, just the reason why I am not buying it is because it's just trauma and abuse overkill. And I laugh, right? Because here's the thing about when you do too much. And I had this conversation offline with some other Bravo celebrities that I was talking to. Literally, had Candice just sat back and let her castmates and the viewers do her bidding for her, she would still be in the viewers and in America's good graces, getting everybody's sympathy about this fight. But this whole sticky notes, therapy, now this, I've conquered this fight and now it's taught me that I can conquer anything and I'm ready to be a mom. It is just abuse and trauma overkill. So much so that even the people who have been trying to defend Candice's right to be upset and hurt are looking at her like, girl, we can't stay on this bus with you because you about to run us over a cliff and have everybody looking at us crazy. Like, for the life of me, and humor me. Please humor me. I just want my biggest Candice stan to please drop that in the comments, and I will pin this comment. Please drop that in the comment and explain to us how getting whooped by Monique has taught her that she's ready to be a mom, and what is it that she has overcome that was so incredibly difficult in this situation that has proven to her that she's ready to be a mom. I am dying to hear this. Like, I just, humor me, please. Now here was the thing. It baffled, and this is to Candice's defense, it baffled the hell out of me when Ashley came out of left field with all of that, just rehashing everything that Candice has said in the past about Ashley drinking or whatever. To Candice's credit, them seasons ago, Ashley, you know, you were sending mixed messages in your behavior about trying to get pregnant or not. And yes, Candice did tap dance on that issue for the entire season, and I get how it may have upset you. But girl, to bring this shit up again and be like, now you want support for us and you want support. I mean, that shit was very funky with you and damn Michael, Ashley. Michael was cheating on you with boys. Okay, you had a miscarriage and then you was drinking and carrying on. Candice wasn't off by questioning that shit. Just, I find it real odd how adamant you were about basically punishing her for some shit that y'all had already been through and gotten over. And I commend, now let me tell you something where her therapy has come in good at. I commend Candice for handling that shit as well as she did. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I cussed Ashley ass out and told her to go on some damn well, her and her damn baby and her boy-liking husband. But she handled herself well in that situation, and I'm trying my hardest to find some understanding for what Ashley did, and the only thing that I can say is that you haven't gotten over it. But here's the thing, and here's why I'm side-eyeing the fuck out of you, Ashley. And this is a life lesson for everybody, but particularly these people on these shows. Then when y'all had these group dinners and people apologize, stop saying you accept the apology when you don't. Stop fooling around and pretending like you've gotten over something and you haven't. You have the God-given right to run the full course of the full gamut of emotions. You don't have to get over anything in one lunch, brunch, or dinner. So if you're not over it and you still feeling salty in your soul, then say to the person, while I acknowledge and I thank you for your apology, it's still going to take me some time to process this. That way, the person is not caught blindsided when you still in your bag about some shit that we talked about last year. Everybody is looking at you like, what? And I'm going to tell you something. Let me tell you something. Gizelle gained 9 billion cool points with me, which further upsets me when I think about it in totality, because it demonstrates that Gizelle does have the ability to be reasonable and rational. She just chooses to be that old one-sided bitch that she is at most times. Nevertheless, when she said to Ashley, but Ashley, do you not realize you were Candice to us years ago, in the not so distant past? And you know what? She told the absolute goddamn truth. Ashley, your ass was the Candice for like 3 damn seasons. In everybody damn business, reading everybody, bringing up shit at the most inopportune times, reading people on the most vulnerable and sensitive issues in their lives, from Karen to Robyn to Gizelle. You've done it to every damn body. So for now, for you to sit on your goddamn perch and look down and be so damn sophisticated and sanctified, baby, you must go to Gizelle and Jabal church where hypocrisy is fleeting and widely accepted by their stupid ass congregation and tithe paying members of over 20 years. Whatever the fuck communion juice they giving under that church, Gizelle must have brought you an extra large bottle for y'all to drink in closed quarters after the cameras go off, because how dare you forget the shit that you have done to other people, then you got the nerve to have feelings. Girl, when you don't broke and hurt everybody's feelings, you ain't allowed to have none. And even if you do, baby, you bottle them shits up and you go home and you go in your room and you hug your pillow tight and you cry. But you are not allowed to complain about somebody doing something that was insensitive to you or hurtful to your family when you ran around and terrorized everybody's damn life for 3 years. Baby, you gonna have to be a saint for about 3, 4, 5 more seasons before we take that type of talk from you, Missy. And I said that. You can quote me on that because that's scripture. Okay? You got to be saved. You got to be saved for just as long as you was the devil in people's lives in order for us to believe or have any type of sympathy for you for the crimes that you committed against somebody. That's like raping somebody and then crying that you got raped. Girl, we ain't got no sympathy for you. Hi. You being a thief and then you mad because somebody broke into your house. Girl, we don't care. Next. What's next? Let me see. I don't even remember my phone code. I will say though, to Gizelle's point as well, or it was Karen I think that made the point, Ashley did go above and beyond when it was time to make amends with folks. She did put it into some sort of action and tried to be better versus Candice, who just offered up a verbal apology. And I'm sensing that Ashley is just wanting a little more effort. But the reality of the situation is people put in effort for relationships that they want to salvage. Candice doesn't seem to have no real interest in being girlfriends with you one way or another. And that's why she's not jumping through hoops to make amends and just express so much sorry and apologetic whatever nonsense to you, because, you know, she doesn't care, and that's her prerogative. Like we get to pick and choose who we want to be in intimate relation with, and she don't want to be in intimate relation with you, and that's fine, and you're just going to have to accept that for what it is. They successfully prank Wendy. That was cute. Moving along. Robyn gets her pictures back. And she ends up not liking the ones with Karen. I think that Karen is so fair in her thinking that a simple, you know, Karen, we got your pictures back from the photographer and they did not come back as well, so we're not going to put those on the website. I think Karen would have simply understood. I think Karen is reasonable enough that she would understand that. It's when you make it a secret and everybody else is in on it, and then you drop this bomb on the table, everybody's in it except for Karen, and she's expecting to be a part of this sisterhood photo situation. That's when it becomes a thing. Another life lesson, y'all. Stop making an issue where there isn't one. You know, because this was one of those things that does not have to be an issue. It literally is very simple as Karen, your pictures came back and they just did not photograph the product the way I had envisioned. That's where it starts and stops. And as a businesswoman, Karen understands from marketing her Ladam fragrance that if she had somebody in the photos and they come out well, they're not going to sell. Any reasonable business person can understand that, and I think Karen would have understood that. I think when you start factoring in Gizelle knowing that, ooh, because girl, we got to break it to her that she's not going to be in the website, that's when things become a problem. Gizelle having a conversation with Robyn about Karen getting drunk and saying she didn't want Ray's dick. That's old news. Karen talking to Candice about growth. I really enjoyed that conversation that Karen had with Candice. Number one, I love the fact that Karen bigged up Candice for the progress that she has made, because Candice has made progress in the way that she processes things. I know I've been eating Candice ass up across these last couple of weeks. The episodes have called for it. I'm now glad that there's an opportunity presented where I can actually give Candice some props. And she has shown major growth and in the way she deals with conflict and uncomfortable dialogue. We have to give her that. Fair is fair. I also like how motherly and matronly Karen was when she was explaining to Candice. However, Ashley is not over it. That has nothing to do with you. You've offered up whatever healing you can. You have to let Ashley have her process and you have to move on. And I feel like Candice received it. That was a great call. So here's the nitty gritty of the episode. Ashley, ooh, the Rona got me. Ashley gets to the pool and she reveals to Robyn and Gizelle, and I don't know why she insists on just giving these two bitches sensitive information about Monique wanting her to write a statement. And Robyn says, so she basically wants you to assassinate Candice's character. And you know, Ashley gets stuck and caught up in the moment, and y'all already know how I feel about this fight situation and where my values lie as it relates to it. But we have to call a thing a thing. And yes, that is what is being asked of Monique. You're being asked to, it's being asked of Ashley. You're being asked to write a statement detailing Candice's most extreme negative behavior in an attempt to paint her as not this poor innocent victim in this fight. In short, you are being asked to assassinate her character. That is what you were being asked to do. And that is what it is. And you know, I do like, I think it was Gizelle or Robyn, one of them that worded, I would have been able to stomach more you writing a statement in support of Monique versus saying, you know, Candice is a bad person, she's violent, this. But we have to face it here. We are, you know, we're in war times, desperate times call for desperate measures. And Gizelle did hit the nail on the head. I do think that Monique and Chris did some movie magic when it came to that damn videotape of Michael groping that cameraman, and she's returning the favor. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with it, you know, I don't see nothing wrong with what Ashley is doing. I don't. There's no difference in Ashley drawing a line in the sand and standing on the side of the line that she's on than what Candice was asking the rest of those ladies to do. You were in short either implicit, you either, you know, silently implied or you either boldly exclaimed that you wanted those girls to freeze Monique out. And you are 100% satisfied when those girls chose a side and froze out Monique over a situation that had absolutely nothing to do with them. They witnessed it, but they were not involved. There's no difference in what Ashley's doing. It's just not in your direction. So fair is fair, and if Candice makes the choice to not be Ashley's friend, which considering, you know, that this would make me feel upset if I was going through what Candice is going through, that is her choice. But there's nothing wrong. There's no difference in what Ashley is doing, showing Monique support to the highest magnitude in which she can in this case, than what they're doing by trying to freeze Monique out so she can't film and get fired. The stakes are the same. All is fair in love and war, baby. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe. But Bravo, stop fucking playing with our time. And I'll call y'all later. Bye.